get real-time Secretary of State data. So we offer real-time, as in whatever reflects on the Secretary of State, we are going to have it for you. We can even get screenshots. So that data will be there available as screenshots, documents where it's available, officers where it's available. We're gonna get all the data that you can get from the Secretary of State. We can get it. We have integrations into all 51 states. And when a business registers, when they start, they have to register their business. And the Secretary of State tracks things, especially, this is what most people want, is things like the status, like is the business in good standing? And this is to help them assess risk. The big things they're looking for are fraud. Is this business real or is it not real? We went through and we did a research project where we wanted to find all the different statuses that exist with the Secretary of State. We found 402 different statuses in all 50 states. This is kind of a big deal. Let's say that you, as the savvy commercial underwriter you are underwriting a business for a commercial loan, and you see the status come back from the Secretary of State as suspended. What does that mean? Is that a concern? Should you hold off on this loan when everything else looks great? Well, we're going to talk about this more in this video. So it's really important that you understand the different statuses that each Secretary of State provides and what they mean. Today, we're going to walk through the statuses specific to a certain state. Hawaii's 20 business entity statuses you need to know. Number 1, expired, meaning withdrawn or not completed. This status suggests the business may have ceased operations or failed to complete registration, indicating potential financial instability or operational issues that could increase lending risk. Number 2, active. Businesses with this status are currently registered and operational, generally presenting a lower risk for lenders due to their compliance with state requirements and ongoing business activities. Now let's proceed to number 3, INV canceled, meaning canceled involuntarily. This status implies the business was forcibly closed by authorities, potentially due to non-compliance or other serious issues, signaling high risk for lenders and possible legal or financial problems. Number 4, dissolved, meaning dissolved voluntarily. While this indicates a planned closure, lenders should be cautious as the business has ceased operations, potentially affecting loan repayment capabilities and overall creditworthiness. Moving on to number 5, ADM terminated, meaning administratively terminated. This status suggests the business failed to meet state requirements, indicating potential operational or financial issues that could increase lending risk and require thorough investigation. Number 6, NMCHG, meaning name changed. While not inherently risky, lenders should ensure they have updated information and verify the business's history under both names to maintain accurate risk assessment. Let's move to number 7, canceled. Similar to dissolution, this status indicates the business has chosen to close, potentially impacting its ability to repay loans and requiring careful consideration from lenders. Number 8, INV revoked, meaning revoked involuntarily. This status implies serious non-compliance or legal issues presenting high risk for lenders and necessitating thorough investigation before considering any lending activities. Moving on to number 9, held, which means holding for correction. While temporary, this status suggests potential issues with the business's registration or compliance, warranting further inquiry by lenders to assess any underlying risks. Number 10, converted, meaning converted out. This status indicates a change in business structure, which may affect the entity's legal standing and financial obligations, requiring lenders to reassess the business's creditworthiness under its new form. Let's move to number 11, bounced, which means check bounced. This status raises immediate concerns about the business's financial stability and cash flow management, signaling increased risk for lenders and necessitating careful financial scrutiny. Number 12, ADM term, meaning administratively terminated. This status indicates non-compliance with state requirements, suggesting potential operational or financial issues that increase lending risk. Moving on to number 13, 1, meaning annual report, 1-year delinquent. This status indicates a failure to meet reporting obligations, potentially signaling financial distress or management issues that could increase risk for lenders. Number 14, 2, meaning annual report 2 years delinquent. With 2 years of delinquent reports, this status suggests more severe compliance issues or potential financial troubles, presenting higher risk for lenders. Let's move to number 15, rejected. This status implies the business's application or filing was not accepted, potentially due to errors or non-compliance, warranting further investigation by lenders to understand the underlying issues. Number 16, records frozen. This unusual status may indicate legal issues or severe non-compliance, presenting significant risk for lenders and requiring requiring thorough investigation before any lending decisions. Moving on to number 17, withdrawn. This status suggests the business has voluntarily ceased operations in the state, potentially impacting its market presence and financial stability, which lenders should carefully consider. Number 18, merged, meaning merged out. While potentially positive for business growth, mergers can also complicate financial structures and obligations, requiring lenders to reassess the entity's creditworthiness and stability post-merger. Now let's move to number 19. Invol dissolved, meaning dissolved involuntarily. This status indicates forced closure by authorities, suggesting serious compliance or financial issues that present high risk for lenders and necessitate careful evaluation of any outstanding obligations. Number 20, revoked. This status implies the business's registration has been canceled by authorities, likely due to severe non-compliance or legal issues, presenting significant risk for lenders and requiring thorough investigation before any lending considerations. All right. Let's look at an example if we wanted to do something like this and kind of how Cobalt Intelligence can help you with this. This right here is an example using this API. Now, Cobalt Intelligence is an API first, where the idea is that you can get all this data via API and get it integrated right into your system. Let's say you search for this business, 199 Franklin RC in California. So we're gonna hit send, and this is what we get back. Now, the status is suspended FTB, and this right here, specifically for California, is the Franchise Tax Board, which means it's delinquent with its taxes in California. Not enough to be terminated, but enough to put it in suspension. So this is somewhat of a risk here. Now, this could be hard to go through because, like we said, there's 402 different statuses out there. So what you can do is use this normalized status, where we go through and interpret these things, and we mark it as inactive. And we're gonna put those as two different options. It's either going to be active or it's going to be inactive. And so then you can programmatically, as you integrate this into your API, and as this is processing through your software, you're going to get a feedback that says, hey, this business is active or inactive and may prompt further note. So it can kind of take it down certain paths. Now, if I was building this, I would use that as, like I said, a programmatic decision maker and put it in the, oh, this needs questioning right here. If it's inactive, I'm going to automatically put this in stipulations where someone's going to have to go and follow up further. And then you can display this string of suspended FTB, and then your underwriters could go through and check it and say, okay, this is something we need to dig further into, and this, or maybe not, or maybe we just decline the file altogether. I hope this has been helpful for you to see how these different statuses in the state can really vary and how it can be different for you and impact your business. I invite you to try the Secretary of State API. We have a free trial that it comes with, so you can go ahead and try it out. We also offer paid pilots, so you can try out a big number of searches and see really if the data is something that can be helpful for you. I'm Jordan Hansen. If this has been helpful at all, hit that like and subscribe button. We will help you out with what you're trying to do. Thank you.